Alright, I've got mine all up. A little anticlimactic because this one doesn't have a lot of different colors, so unless you see it up close and you see all the different buildings and things going on, it'll really be fun when I get the borders on it and you look at the original fabric and then try to find out which landmark it is. You have to forgive my design wall. I've moved and I'm in the finished basement where the ceiling is lower, and I couldn't get my design walls to stand up straight, so I had to unhinge them. I have finally become unhinged. And so this one is just bowing out a little bit, so I had to unpin this row. And I should have said in the last video, you know, as you're putting this together, you can just go with the flow, because you're either getting it into a rectangle or a square. You could just go with, if it comes out to be a square, but a lot of people don't like that. They want more of a rectangle. I just kind of went with it. I have some blocks left over. I wanted to show you on this edge over here, I took my leftover blocks and just used them to fill it in. Sometimes you use every single one of your blocks so you don't have any left over. In that case, you would just unpin and take these off so you had a straight edge. But I do have extra blocks, so I was going to go ahead to finish off this row because I love it when they all come together. Oh, I think I was going to put this guy here, fills that in, and then, let's see, I've got 1, 2, I'm going to put them, I'll stick that there, put him there, him there. Okay, so in this case, it just happens to work out that I have used every one of my blocks. And a lot of times I have leftover blocks. I put them all in a box, and someday I'm going to make a real ugly quilt with that. Okay, so now what we're doing is we are numbering. I have, let me count these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rows. I take a little piece of paper and I number them 1 through 18. Every half hexagon is the beginning of a row. And I always start with 1 on the left, because as we start joining our rows, we want that quilt to get bigger and move out away from the sewing machine, not having to keep rolling it up on the inside. So now we have all our blocks up, we have our rows numbered, and this becomes how we pin them together. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take just one row at a time. The air is real, it's winter, and the air is real dry, and these keep wanting to jump ship on me. I need to get some 505. Okay, I'm on the pinning one row at a time. You probably can't even see me right now. Okay. Oh, I should have set up my little table over here. So then you're going to take your pins. Excuse me. Roll my little table over here. I want to be able to show you how I take this down. All I do is I take him, lay him over there. Now I'm not concerned that he's perfect because I'm going to straighten him up when I go to the sewing machine. But what I do is I never set him down, and I bring the block to the row, because that way I'm not knocking him down. See this would, see he's all in the right place. So I bring the top to the row. Just keeps you from getting confused. If I never set it down, I do okay. Because this is why we did not sew that center seam. That's what makes this is really easy. You're sewing straight rows. Because we didn't cut off those dog ears, we match up the dog ears to join the blocks into rows, and then we use those dog ears to join the rows together. Got allergies. Keep going. Keep going. Almost got one more here. And now I've got row 1 all pinned together. And then I just loosely loop him up like this, because I will take him and sew him and then press the seams open, and there is number 1. And you're just going to keep going. You're going to go row 2, just do 1 row at a time, taking the pins out. Really not a hard quilt, just a little bit out of the box. And then once again, I'll show you just a few more. Just when I get to the sewing machine, then I'll match up these points and make sure they're nice and straight. But right now, I just want to know who is getting sewn to whom. Okay. It's going to be pretty. I don't pick my... I have my original fabric for the outer border, but I don't usually pick my inner border till I get them sewn together. I think I know what I want, but invariably it always changes. It's really good just to audition it, because it could be a gold, it could be a blue. I'm hoping I can find a teal. Keep it all in that nighttime kind of view. And then you just keep going till you get them all down. And then next, after I get them down and sewn, oops. Nope. He went that way. Then I can show you how we join the rows and then how we trim off the top edge. And that is all there is to it. I hope this is visible. I will go and check the camera work and see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Row number 2.